And then do the other foot, one foot. It's surprisingly challenging, especially if you do them slowly. I'm going to do one more and try and do it more slowly. Yeah, so work on those one-legged ones. And then you're going to get your strap. And just put it in front of your toes. And you're going to use your toes to just pull the strap towards you. This is often done with a towel. But you could even pick up your mat. That would work. They're just toe scrunches. Works better with the mat. So try and pick up the mat with your toes. And then do it with your other foot. Oh, this foot is not as strong to pick up the mat. Okay, good job. For the next one, you're going to need you can put your strap off to the side. You're going to need your blocks. And you can put your blocks side by side. You're going to stand on your blocks with your balls of your feet on and your heels off. And you're going to do those calf raises again. And then you're going to drop down, let your heels drop down so you get a calf stretch. So up and down. I find this more challenging. I don't know about you. Again, you can hold on to a wall or a chair. So this is all good to get your feet working. And it'll help you when it comes to balancing in half moon. And then you can turn your toes in and do the same thing. And we're going to turn our toes out, so we might need more room. So I'm going to turn the blocks. So your toes are wide, your heels are in on this one. And you're going to lower your heels and lift. Lower your heels and lift. Great. So your feet get a lot of work in all those different positions. Got one more, and they're more for your hip. Okay, so stand on the block with your right foot, and you'll just start by swinging your left leg forward and back. Put your hands on your hips if you want, or out to the side. You want to feel space being created in your left hip joint. And then you're going to circle your left leg. Stay still through your core, so keep your torso still. Circle it the other way. And then we'll do bent knee. Lift it up and around, and up and back. Up and around, up and back. Up and around, up and back. Up and around. Okay, and then we'll turn around. So now you're standing on the block with your left foot. Remember to keep breathing. And you'll swing your right leg now. And then you can do circles. Stay tall through your torso, stay strong through your core. Circle the other way. And then you're going to do bent knees, so up and around, and up and back. Up and around, and up and back. Up and around, and up and back. Keep breathing. One more. Okay. All right, from here, are you ready? You're almost there, we're almost there. We're going to do one more pose, and then we're going to come into half moon balancing. Okay, from here, stand up facing the long edge of your mat, take your feet wide, and then turn your left toes out, your right toes in. You're going to sink down through your left sit bone. Bring your arms up parallel to the mat. And just notice how stable you feel in your warrior two posture here. And how strong you feel from the ground up, through your hips, through your core, through your torso, from spending all that time building these postures. And then all you're going to do is shift up onto your front right foot, and you're just going to tip this whole thing so that you come into a kind of half moon balancing posture. And we're going to let ourselves be perfectly imperfect here too. So we're going to tip and balance. And then we're going to come back, and we're going to shift and turn our warriors the other way. So feel that stability of the posture again. And then we're going to tip up, feeling that stability. So we're tipping the whole thing up again and coming into a half moon balancing posture on this side. And again, we're letting it be perfectly imperfect. We're just playing in the pose. And then tipping back into the warrior two. Okay? And then we'll come into, we maybe use a block or a chair, and we'll try the half moon balancing posture. So we'll fold forward over the block, and you're going to, or the chair, you can put a chair here, and you can inhale, you can lift your back left leg up, rotate open over your right hip, and open up. And we did all that work with your neck too, so you can even try rotating with your neck, which makes it more challenging for your balance, but we're willing to be perfectly imperfect here too, right? We're not aiming for perfection. We're gonna try things here too. We're not trying to take Instagram photos, right? We're just trying to try the poses, and we know that we've prepared our necks so we can experiment. We prepared our hips so you can roll your hips. We prepared our thoracic spine so you can roll your thoracic spine. And then the last thing you can try is rolling your head. And really what we're going to discover over the next few weeks is that it's not about a perfect outcome, but it's about our experience all along the way. And that's what I'm hoping to impress upon you over the next 14 weeks. So let's try this on the other side. You're going to come into that standing forward fold again. And you're going to take your right leg up this time. Roll over your hip bones so your hips had a lot of time to warm up here. You open up your thoracic and your shoulders, which are nice and warmed up. And then that last piece is the neck, which also had a lot of preparation and warm up too. Okay, that's really good. And I just really want to impress upon you that we had a good time all the way through the class, and we're not concerned about the outcome of the final posture, right? Let's just really be with that in our experience today. So let's come down and take our feet in front of us. Hopefully you had a good time in the class. I had a good time. Thought there was a lot of fun moves in there, a lot of fun variations on your yoga poses. You're going to cross your right leg over your left. You can leave your left leg long, or you can bend your left leg in, wrap your right arm around your left leg, come into a twist here. And then come back to the center. We'll take our legs out this time. Maybe just give them a little nice wiggle out. Cross your left leg over your right. Keep your right leg extended if you wish. Or you can bend your right leg in, wrap your right arm around your left leg and turn towards it. And just notice how nice and gooey this twist is because of all that movement we did with your shoulders and your thoracic spine. So see how good it feels to spend time in the journey. And then you can make your way down to lying down on your back for Shavasana. This is really important today to receive your experience. That was a lot of all those remedial movements through your feet, through your hips, through your spine, through your shoulders. That's a lot for your physical body to integrate. So let's just give our bodies some time to integrate all of that. And to mirror ourselves, to acknowledge ourselves for this experience, taking the time to stay with the journey today. So continue resting back here in Shavasana, and I'm going to sit up and read you a poem. This poem is called The Astronomer by Khalil Gibran. In the shadow of the temple, my friend and I saw a blind man sitting alone. And my friend said, "Behold the wisest man of our land." Then I left my friend and approached the blind man and greeted him, and we conversed. After a while I said, "Forgive my question, but since when hast thou been blind?" "From my birth," he answered. Said I, "And what path of wisdom followest thou?" Said he, "I am an astronomer." Then he placed his hand on his heart and said, "I watch all these suns and moons and stars." So in this class, I want to acknowledge you for finding your own intrinsic worth and not relying on external validation, which is like trying to fill your hollow leg with compliments. The practices that you do here with yoga and meditation will fill you from the inside in a meaningful way, much more than any external validation ever will. So gradually start to wiggle and stretch out and take a deep breath. And then you're going to bend your knees and roll to your side. And slowly make your way up to seated. And we'll finish our class by gathering the fruits of our practice into ourselves and then offering them out into the world with our mudra series. So left palm up, right palm down, making space with breath and a sigh. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to the happiness and freedom for all. So give yourself a thumbs up for mirroring your own internal self-worth, and put "I am reflecting my own internal light" in the comments. And for those of you that like the mudra series and enjoy mudras, I have a gift for you. If you go to melissawest.com/mudras, then you can put your email in and I'll send you a PDF download of my 9 favorite, the 9 most requested mudras. And something that I've really been enjoying doing in our membership community is putting together series of mudras where something like that, where the mudras flow together with a theme. So I've done a letting go one and an integration one, and planning on adding others to our community as well. I want to thank Donna and Ruth, Paige. Donnas are very generous. One of the Donnas, you know who you are. She donated $100 just recently, and with that $100, I want to say thank you so much, because Trinity's my daughter. We went halvesies on a new pair of Doc Martens for her. So we're just a small little business. We're not a big thing. It's just Tim, myself, and my daughter, and some people from our Yes, our daughter. Yes, our daughter. Yeah. And there's a couple of people in our membership community that help us out too. But what I wanted to say is that, do you remember getting your first pair of Docs? I think everybody can remember that. And so she got her first pair of Docs. We went halvesies on that, and Donna, Tim.
I was 35 when I got my first pair.
Yeah, I haven't got my first pair yet. I'm still wishing for my first pair. But so it was really special. And so thank you, Donna. That was really special for her. Also, thanks to Jane and Carla for your donations. You are all so generous in supporting us and keeping Yoga with Melissa going. We also purchased a new stabilizer for Tim's camera. And this was something that we're going to be taking with us to California when we go in January, to be able to get establishing shots to show you the scenery, especially when we're filming outside more of our locations. A lot of you speak a lot about how much you enjoy the locations of where we film. Like here, we're filming in Victoria, BC, but right now it's wet and cold out. So we have a few weeks where we have to be inside right now. And also, one of the things that we're saving up for right now is this super small drone. Because as I said, many of you said how much you love our filming on location and getting scenery shots, and those establishing shots overhead are just gorgeous. There's been a lot of restrictions on flying the drones. So these new really tiny drones fall within the guidelines, so we'll be able to use that. And also, you guys see that when we go out filming, we have to pack in a lot, and so having a really small drone that we can just stick in a pocket will make it a lot easier for us. So yeah, it's $400. So that's what we're saving up for right now, and I think it'll really be great going into spring and summer, and also for California when we're filming there. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for your donations for the stabilizer and batteries and all of that. We really appreciate it. So we're sending you much love from beautiful British Columbia. May your joy be as deep as our ocean. May you be as rooted as the old growth trees in our forest. And may you be as strong as our mountains. Om Shanti. Namaste.